There was nothing I could do.
A mother here in Milwaukee sounding the alarm after her 13-year-old son died unexpectedly on Friday. This is Chris Anderson. His mom tells us he was sick about a week earlier and was diagnosed with an upper respiratory infection. Good evening, I'm Ryan Jenkins, and first at 10, our Kaylee Starl sits down with Chris's mom tonight as she's still trying to put the pieces together about what happened while mourning the loss of her son.
This one, he really cut me with this.
Shalissa Hamilton is talking about her 13-year-old son, Chris Anderson, who died Friday.
He was shivering real bad. It was uncontrollable.
She says he was so sick, they made a trip to the emergency room February 22nd. After doing labs for flu and COVID, he was diagnosed with an upper respiratory infection.
They just basically gave him Tylenol.
But Chris didn't get better.
That previous week that just passed before he died, he was complaining of minor headaches, that he was having headaches. So then I was having him take Advil PMs for it.
Friday morning, Shalissa and her brother went to get him up for school when their world collapsed.
When my brother came in the house, he was like, Mookie, I think you got to take Christopher back to the emergency room because now he foaming at the mouth. When I seen him in the bed and when I seen him like that, he didn't have a pulse.
They called 911, but Shalissa says Chris died that morning.
It's an eye-opener. It was a punch in the stomach.
As they wait for testing to determine how he died, they're remembering a 13-year-old boy who loved basketball and video games.
He was a great kid. He was actually the best kid I had. He's a 4.0 student. He know everything about everything. He liked to dance, play a lot. He is. But he was just a wonderful kid. He would have graduated 8th grade this year.
Shalissa is left wondering why and looking to faith and family for answers.
I just want y'all to continue to just keep me and my kids and my family in y'all prayers.
Now, my condolences go out to the friends and the family of 13-year-old Chris Anderson because the way that he lost his life was completely tragic. And this story is coming out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And shout out to everybody in Wisconsin. Now, you can tell that the mother is very hurt. You can hear it in her voice. Sounds like she has been crying all night long, trying to figure out what must I do, what can I do, and what just happened to me. My world has been turned upside down. My prayers go out to that mother, Shalissa Hamilton. Now, we as parents, we do not even expect to bury our children at all. We expect for our children to bury us. At least that's the way it's supposed to be anyway. Now, I can remember growing up, when I went to a funeral, it was a grown-up in that casket. It was an older person in that casket. But these days, there are children of all ages in caskets at the church or the funeral home. And my prayers go out to anybody out there that has lost a child. Sad situation. Now, you heard the mother said that she took her son to the emergency room because he was experiencing a headache. So when she took her son to the hospital, they ran tests on him. And they diagnosed him with an upper respiratory infection. So they sent him home and also gave him Tylenol. And the young man was still saying that his head was hurting. So she gave her son a Advil PM, thinking that was going to stop his headache. So the young man wound up passing away. Sad. Because the brother of the sister went into the room on a Friday morning to wake him up for school and seen the young man foaming at the mouth. And he noticed that something was not right. So the mother got on the phone with 911. And, to make a long story short, the young man wound up passing away. People, parents, love your children. Pray for your children. Watch after your children because you do not know when the last day you will tell your child, I love you. Or your child may even tell you that they love you. You do not know what tomorrow brings. Tomorrow is not promised to nobody. Now you got people out there that wants children and cannot even have children. And you also got people out there that have children and they mistreat their children, talk bad about their children, do not take care of their children. Heck, you even got parents out there that will leave their children all at home alone. I just did a story about a woman in Pontiac, Michigan that left her children at home for 5 years all alone. And she came to the home every once in a while to give the children food and put the food on the porch. And she moved out of their house and left those children right there on the inside of their home, all for themselves. Sad. And you got a loving parent like this here that has lost her child. You can tell that this mother loved her son. And you got people out there that wants children. And you got people out there that are mistreating children each and every single day. People, if you have children or a child, that is a God's gift that God has gave to you. It's up to you to teach that child. It's up to you to give that child everything that child needs, because children do not even ask to be brought into this world at all. And my heart goes out to this mother here. My heart goes out to great parents like this here that has lost children. It's so sad when I think about it. I mean, it makes me cry on the inside. Because when I think about this, I think about my own son. I think about my daughter. I think about the children that are in my family. Even if you do not even have a biological child, you still may even have children in your family. And you do not want to see your children in your family deceased or in a casket. Sad, man. I believe that the doctors should have examined him a little bit more instead of just sending him home with some Tylenol and saying that he has a upper respiratory infection. I believe that the doctors could have done way much better than what they did. But y'all leave a comment and let me know exactly what you guys think about this story here. I would like to know. Love your children. Love yourself. Take care of your children. Remember, your children did not ask to be brought into this world at all. Like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And hit that notification bell so that you don't miss a video. Y'all have a good one, and y'all have a blessed one. Until I see you guys on the next video, holla at you.